Hello, hello, hello. This is Anne-Marie Julian Wetzel, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. It has been so long. It's been 3 weeks since I've been live, so I apologize for the delay. But I had back-to-back weekends, travel up to visit my stepdaughter. As many of you know, she has been sick. And thank you so much for all of the prayers and the well wishes. She is doing better, so I appreciate that. She was just moved out of ICU into a regular room. So we're excited that she is on her way to recovery, and hopefully we'll get the PT and stuff and be out. So thank you so much. I'm just going to check here to make sure I can see myself live. There I am. See my fingers waving. So, hey Kristen, hello Monterey. Thank you guys so much for joining. So tonight we will have a sneak peek at some of the new products. Now I did get several other products, but I wanted to have an opportunity to play with them a little bit more. So I'm going to share some of them at the end. You'll have to wait till the end to watch. I think I've been telling everybody September 2nd because they've always released product on a Tuesday, the first Tuesday of the month. But now I'm being told it's the 3rd, so it'll be the first Wednesday. We'll have an online exclusive. This PDF will be uploaded to the Scrapbook page, so keep a lookout for that. And then here is the mini catalog. So many of you have placed orders with me and have supported me. You will be receiving this in the mail very soon. I want to say within the next week to 10 days. So if you do get it, post a picture of the front cover and say, hey, I got mine. I'd love to hear from you on that. So I can't, unfortunately, I can only show you the cover because those are our guidelines, but I can show you the product that I received. So again, after tonight's demonstration, I will share some of the products that I have for you, and then keep an eye out because I'll be doing more and more. So let's see here. Hello, Michelle. Welcome. Hello, Kathleen. You're camping. That's right. You are off camping. Hey, Julie. All right. So I'm going to set these aside. We are working with Kintsugi. So I offered a class, and I know many of you have seen this workshop before, but those of you who have ordered it online, your kits are in the mail, and I am just in the process of recording all of the videos for you guys to assemble. I did have an in-person class on Tuesday, so they made these beautiful cards, and it just got me thinking, I have to do a scrapbook layout. So tonight's going to be a scrapbook layout, but let me just share, again, the beauty of these cards and this paper. This DSP is amazing. Using the gold foil with some of the dies, and we'll see those tonight. So, beautiful. I love the gold foil. I love also the gems on here and the embossing folder. This embossing folder, I have it right here. I just love the detail in it. Whoop. And here's this card. This actually, if you can see the detail on that foil, that was from the notes dies, and I just took a little piece of the detail of it because they're nested dies, and love that. But here is that card there. As you can see, I haven't put sentiments in there. So, but anyways, so those are those cards. And again, the kits have been mailed to everybody who was not able to attend in person, and I will be doing the video for you over the next couple of days and get those out. And there'll be separate videos. Like I'll do one for the box alone, and then I'll create another one and email you all of those links to the YouTube channel. But again, here is the Inspiring Imperfections. And again, I'm going to be using this for tonight's video. I'm not stamping. We're just strictly using the dies here. I'm going to be using all of these dies, and you'll see some of the pre-cut items. And then again, this, I'm not using the embossing folder, but I just really want to show you. I hope you can see this because I know, but look at that detail on that embossing folder. Can you see that? I know there's some glare, but I love the diamond parts here, and all of the veins and the floral. All of these match the paper, right? So it's just like a combination of that. So let's put this aside. Here again is part of the paper. As you can see, I was inspired by Pamela Blackwell. She's another demonstrator who had created this, so I kind of ran with her idea and took this 12 by 12 piece of paper and cut it down, and you'll see. So I cut the left side and the top corner, and we're making a 2-page layout with that. And then we are going to be using many of these items which the dies coordinate. So this is one of the designer series paper. Here's the back side of it, which you're going to see that in this layout. But we have dies for all 3 of these pieces: the vases, the bowls, and the little florals. So you'll see that incorporated into the layout. And I wanted to show, here's more of that. Some of the other pieces, because what I'm showing you tonight can be incorporated with some of the other sheets. So this is one of my favorite. Here you can see the cloud color or misty moonlight. And then again, it's got that gold foil and then a nice soft tone on the back. But here is another piece that what I'm going to show you and what I did here, like I cut this out so you could easily do the same. Just follow this path down here, cut along here, and again, you'll see that. And this could make a very elegant paper, an elegant layout. And then here is another one that has more of a cream tone to it, but the same thing. And it has some little fern flowers on there. So let me get this out of the way and let's start with the layout. All right, so I'm gonna bring this in. Again, I have it mostly set up for you guys to see. And hopefully you can see that. I'm gonna put this aside here. I am just gonna put a little bit of adhesive on my corners here, line these up because I do have to have both pages lining up. So that just helps me keep them in place. I'm going to do the same here. Yep, you guys can see both those, right? Actually, I'm going to put this way. I have my daughter, my youngest, coming to visit me, so she's sitting here watching me. I'm surprised I'm not really nervous with her here. I thought I would be a little bit nervous, but I'm not. So, but her dog Cookie and Teddy are having a riot together. So her dog is a miniature poodle, so Teddy has got his poodle in him. So they're having a blast. Okay, so I got my base pages. I'm just using the white willow paper. And then, like I said, I took this paper, and you can see, I cut that and this out. So you can see I just cut along that gold foil and use that. This, I know I will be using for many more cards. I just love all of the colors in that. And that I'm going to set here, and this one is going to be set in this corner here. Then I brought 2 pieces in that are going to, these are probably bigger. They're 2 1/4 by 4, but these will just help carry this through. So those are going to go there. And then the backside of all of these. So very hard to give up this, but we do have 2 sheets of these. But I have plenty of paper packs because I bought them for the card class. So that is going to fall in and tuck into there. So let me start putting some of this down for you guys to see that. And I am just going to put this, like I said, in the center here at that 8 inch, 8 to 4 inches. Butt that up. Let's let's do both sides while I'm at it, right? Might as well. Nothing is going to get in this way here. So, all right. So this, I'm going to come down to do it like at 1.5 inches. I'm just going to eyeball it. So I'm going to try to do 1.5 here, 1.5 there. And then I will show you the pictures. I'm actually celebrating my birthday, or I am actually scrapbooking my birthday from pictures that we took back in 2021. Is that sad? But I don't normally go out and celebrate my birthday, so I'm really excited that my daughter's here visiting. And we're going to do some shopping and stuff tomorrow. And Jim said he will take me out because I showed him these pictures, and then he's like, oh, I probably should do that again for you sometime, huh? So we will be going out to dinner sometime. Although, as a reminder, if you haven't joined, we are having our virtual this weekend. So come and join us for the virtual. It kicks off at 9 o'clock on Saturday. We do have a private group called the Summer Escape Virtual Event. So Stacy's birthday was last week. So we are kind of doing a birthday type celebration event. Very low key, but not low key. Personal, different than the last one we did. So, all right, so here we go. I'm going to put this up in this corner here, bring that in. Well, you know what, before I do that, I'm going to get my pictures in here. So here are my pictures from my birthday. So this was at the Yellow Dog Cafe. Good thing I took a picture of the sign there, but it was gorgeous on the water. And surprisingly enough, it really wasn't that hot that day. Because obviously the birthday being in August is usually hot. Like today is extremely hot. But so we have that here. These are 4x4 photos. So I cut the mat 1/8 of an inch there. This used to be my profile picture. If you get a friend request with this profile picture, it's not me because somebody hacked my account. So just as an FYI on that one. And obviously having my cocktails, my handsome husband, and the both of us there. So we are going, I gotta remember how I want these pictures here. So that's gonna go down here, I believe. And then this is gonna be my title page, or my title. And then because part of this is gonna get covered, I'm just gonna put some of the embellishments on those vases and the bowls. I'll do some of that. And oh no, wait a second. I think this is going to go down here. And this will go here. You know me, I pre-laid mostly everything out, trying to figure out how I wanted everything to be presented here. So this piece here is 4 1/4 or 4 1/8 by 4 1/8. So, all right, so let's get these down here. I love my chocolate martinis. So before I do this, I want to do some stamping on here, so I am not going to do that. I did say we didn't have any stamping, but I do have one stamp that I want to do, and I want to put the title on there too. So oh, Michelle, I'm so glad you, this will be your first time, and hopefully it will not disappoint. So we'll have lots of inspiration, creative live session. So, okay. I am going to stamp this. I am taking the silicone mat, and I'm going to use that as part of my cushion for stamping. For my stamp sentiment, I'm doing Embrace the Journey, right? It is my birthday, but I want to put my letters down. So I am using the alphabet a la mode. You know, I love these. I love all of the die letters, right, for scrapbooking. So I have done cheers, right, because I'm having a drink. Gotta do cheers. Gotta celebrate. All right, of course I'm gonna be oh, here it is. It's a dark color, I can't see it in my tray. All right, I ran these through already, and I used the double-sided adhesive tape, so I just have to peel this off. And it has the adhesive already on it, so I am just gonna do that. And then I kind of do the letters so I can try to hopefully space them evenly. And I try not to press down on them. But, all right, so we will do that there. Again, I could draw a line and try to get my lines straight, but if it's a little wonky, that's okay. So I love the double-sided tape, running that through. When I remember to do that, I love doing that. So I wish I did that on the gold foil pieces that I'm going to be showing you in a bit. Hello, Linda. All right, almost there. This die set too is nice because it has the double letters. You know how sometimes when you're trying to space something out and you know, you need two of the same letter. So this is nice that they have double of the common letters. So I might have to space this out a little bit more. Come on. I just don't have fingernails. That's my problem. Come on. There we go. All right. And it's very, very sticky. All right. Let's move this. I probably should have started center, right? Now that I'm seeing this. All right, hopefully I can move this H, yep. All right, not too bad. Let's move this over a little bit. We can move the R over, and we are good. All right, it is what it is. I am done fussing with this. All right, so that's cheers, okay? So again, the everyday arches, so again, another nesting die that has all of the arches. This is the coordinating stamp to go with it. But I loved the sentiment, embrace the journey. So that is what I am going to stamp right underneath here. Yep. Cheers, embrace the journey, right? Every day is a new journey. I am learning that more and more. So I think I'm gonna go with, well, I actually wanted to go with Misty Moonlight, but I never unpacked that from my weekend event, so that's packed away. So we're gonna go with Night of Navy. So, oh no, actually, I do have it here. Yay, Misty Moonlight. It is. It's a little bit lighter of a color. And again, this is the first time I'm using it, and I do this with all photopolymer stamps, is I just rub it to get those excess oils off so you can get a clear stamped image. And again, these stamp pads are so juicy. I can see through it. I have enough here, and I am just gonna bring this over here. Cheers. Embrace the journey. All right, so set that aside to clean that off. Close that. All right, so our title is done. So now I can put that over here. And now I am going to put this here. And I waited to do this because then I don't have to worry about tucking it in and getting it behind there. But I am just lining it up to the bottom of my white cardstock. Love it. All right, let me get these little pieces out of here. All right, so let's finish doing our page. So here are pre-cut pieces here. And I am going to just add some embellishments here. So one of the things that I want to do is take my X-Acto knife. I think I'll be okay with this, but because this is a silicone mat, and I am just going to take a little bit here, cut a little bit of a line in here, so then I can tuck. Did that not go through all the way? Yeah. Again, I have no nails, so there we go. Tuck that right in there. And since I have another one that I'm going to do on the opposite side, I might as well do that right now since I have it out, right? So let's just, and again, the silicone mat does not get damaged. I'm not doing it that hard. All right, let's get some foam dots. Looking for the bigger ones. I kept on pulling up the small ones, but all right, so I am all right, super easy to embellish this here, and I'm going to save that my last feature for both pages to do it at the same time. But again, I'm gonna put that here and put some of the foam dots there. And I'm gonna add something else to my title as well. But just overlap those. All right, so that's the left page almost. Still have more to do to it, but let's get this over here done. So your creative activity for this week is to create a card or a layout for a celebration, right? So actually, I want to go down here. I'm already up on that corner. So create a card or a layout. If you wanted to take this template, you can do that too, but it's not required. But just create a card or layout from any kind of celebration. So whether it's a birthday celebration or an anniversary or a wedding. And then I do know that I owe Happy Mail for the month of July, but many of you know life has just been crazy, and you know, I just had back-to-back events on top of additional unexpected travel. So I promise, I actually will probably do, and I hope you guys are okay with this, but I will probably do the happy mail for the July and the August together. I hope that's okay. I'll make it good. I'll make it good, really good happy mail. All right, so we have that here. Again, here's this piece here that we cut off from the top corner. I'm gonna put that on here. Now you see that I'm using the silicone mat. This is like my newest, latest trick. I love glue, but I don't love glue because glue is not friendly to me, and that's partly my fault. I just squeeze too hard, I believe. So some of these pieces are delicate. So when I run my tape runner, and this works with the dot tape runner, it doesn't, there's no adhesive. Nothing sticks on here. So, you know, if I had a piece of paper, sometimes you've seen me do with scrap pieces of paper, that again gets sticky after a while. So this is nice to have. So I love my silicone. All right, so we have that there. We got our layouts going across. Let's put something up here. Let's put our vase over here. And again, we'll put that with 3D foam, dimensionals. I thought about doing some blending on this, but then again, I watched Pam's video and she shared a really cool idea. I'm like, I'm going with that. So, all right, so I'm gonna go with that. Just want to make sure, because this is already popped up, so I don't want to put tape there, but I do want to have that stuck down. All right, so Kathleen, I can't wait to see some of your camping pictures. Yeah. All right, so have that there. All right, now I had cut some of these out. And these, again, are with the gold foil. I just love these with the gold foil, running it through gold foil. I actually think there's some gold foil in the Last Chance too, if it's not sold out already. So if you're looking for some foil on clearance. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use all of those, but I was thinking about putting that there, and then look at what I have. I have all of these pieces. So this, again, from this die set, it's one of my favorite features, are these veins, or I guess cracks or welding. I don't know what you would call them, but again, it's part of the process for the Kintsugi. So I am going to just kind of like place some of these around. I think I'm going to do right, just place it around. And again, this is what I was saying, I wish I ran this through the the two-sided tape, but I didn't. But again, I have my handy dandy and again, these are delicate, so you gotta do it gently. Yeah. So I've had several requests for doing a layout, and when I had seen the one on Pinterest, I was like, oh, this is perfect for it. So. All right, there's that, but let's go around the page and do a little bit more of it. So, again, I could have done splatter, I could have done blending, but I chose to just do that. And I love that they have 2 different sizes and I can play around with them. Go that way. Carrie, are you camping also? Is that what you're saying? So that would be fun if you guys are together. All right, where else do I want to do this? I think I'll go up in that corner there. I think you guys can still see me. Yep. Actually, I have to remember the setting. Like, I'm not having to fuss around with moving the camera closer and stuff, and it's fitting both pages in here. So, all right. I just hope that I cut enough of these. Where do I want to go with this? Not sure I'm liking it there. I don't think I need to do it that way. I'm going to go way over here. All right, give me another little one. Maybe I'll do another little one right there. And then I'm done with that side. What do you think? You think it's enough? Just make that page crackled a little bit, right? Okay, so I don't know that I'm going to use these on the side. I think I'm just going to stay over here. And come on. Okay, just a few over here, and then we are done. And then I'll show you some of the upcoming product. And then I'm going to go have some dessert. So, all right. Whoa. There. Do one there. Okay, then I thought I wasn't going to have enough, right? But again, I'll use these for cards for sure. All right. I think I'll put one there and then maybe another. Do I want a long one or a short one? That is the question. All right, let me just trim some excess pieces off of there, and we are done. All right, so again, my birthday 4 years ago. How young I looked. Oh, so again, cheers, embrace the journey. So hopefully you guys all embrace your journey as you celebrate throughout the year. All right, so I will set this aside. I will post the instructions. I'll create a guide so you can post your inspiration under the guides on this group. Again, as a reminder before I get this out, if you are not part of my YouTube channel, go to Create and Craft with Anne-Marie and like and subscribe to that channel. That would help me a lot. My shopping website and my Facebook group here. So now on the reverse, if you're watching this on YouTube, come and join the Scrap and Roll page where you have lots of giveaways and fun and games happening. All right, let's get out some of this product. All right, so we have, I believe there's 4 scrapbook workshops. Here's one of them that I'm going to show you tonight. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it is called Lovely Florals, right? And I know everybody's like, oh, more florals, but these are gorgeous layouts here. So, and I want to give a shout out to my friend Colleen who helped me put this together so I can display that for you. So all the die cuts and stickers here, little tags, little messages, love all of that, and popped up and dimensioned there. Here is page 2, layout 2, happy days. You guys see that okay? Am I high enough? Yeah, I think I am. All right, so let me get this out of here because it's interfering. All right, so again, gorgeous colors in these layouts. And again, they do have the photo mats here, so they're included in the kit, but they don't put the dimension on both sides like Close to My Heart did. So that's why it's just reading crooked. But happy days, follow your bliss. This means everything. Love is lovely. Hey, maybe my new birthday pictures can go on here. Who knows? And let's get the last one out. Gather memories. Here. So, and there's the tearing technique here. And this is Timid Tiger. This is amazing. I love these colors. This actually reminds me of one of the paper pumpkin kits, and I'm kind of forgetting the name. So if you guys know that name, shout it out. But this is what it's reminding me to. Actually here, I'll be posting this tomorrow. I got this Happy Mail, right? So doesn't it really look a lot like that? Beautiful card. Thank you so much if you're watching. So, so again, those are the 3 double page layouts. And the good news is on this kit is there are so many extra stickers. So do you know what that means? And extra paper. So I will be creating a bonus page. So with the purchase of this kit, and again, this product doesn't come out until September 3rd, so I'm just giving you a sneak peek of it. But with the purchase of this scrapbook workshop, I will send you the assembly guide for the bonus page. So I just have to design it, but you'll love it. I know you will. All right, so there is that. Again, it's called Lovely Florals. And I'm going to show you another suite. I have tons, and I have actually inspiration created for this. But here is, let me see here. It is called Peaceful Days or Peace on Earth. So I've started using some of this because I started creating, but here's the sticker sheet. So when you look through your mini catalog or your online exclusive PDF, right, you're going to see things kind of look the same, but they're different categories. So one section is going to be scrapbook workshops, kits, and then you'll see the paper pack, and and then you'll see a section where it's kind of like scrap your own way. So that's where you'll see the paper with the sticker sheet, right? So this is called Peaceful Days is what the paper is called. But look how gorgeous this paper is. So here's the one side and then the back side. So this has Misty Moonlight, cloud cover, sea glasses, Secret Sea in it, but gorgeous. There's the back side. Here is another paper, so, and then there's the back side. I think that's, so 2, 4, 6, I'm trying to think. Oh, here is another piece of paper. So you have 6 designs, 2 of each, and there's the back side of that. That is crumb cake. And here is the last section of that. And then a nice soft ombre look. I don't know if you can see that in there. All right, isn't that gorgeous paper? This is one of my favorite. I have to say, I really struggled with the paper, so I pretty much got it all because I couldn't make up my mind. All right, so that's Peace on Earth there. And then it does come with some glimmer paper. So you have the Secret Sea glimmer. This is cloud cover. And then this is, I want to say blueberry bushel. Could be wrong. But you get 2 sheets of this. Love that. Doesn't come off. So it's nice shimmer paper. They haven't had some new shimmer paper out in a while. So there is that. Like, where am I going to put all this stuff? All right. Then, I haven't had a chance to make this yet, but here is the scrapbook layout. So again, I mentioned to you there's 4 scrapbook layouts. I might change this up a little bit just to change the layouts. This looks like it's 2 single-page layouts and then a double page here. I like these 2. I've seen these in person, but I might switch this up here. But again, Peaceful Days scrapbook, 3 or 6 pages, right? 2 double page and then 2 single page layouts. It looks like I guess they could go together because they have the circle components, but again, all the instructions are included there. All of the paper pack is there, so we'll have fun with that. So now let me show you some, So here is Peace on Earth. So this is the coordinating stamp set. So as many of you know, we have suites and then we have bundles. And this has both in it. So here is a bundle. So the Peace on Earth. Love all the different sentiments. And I love that it's big. I could put this on a scrapbook layout, right? Peace, Love, Joy I could put on a scrapbook layout. It also has an embossing folder. So it's a beautiful embossing. I may have shared, I'm wondering if I shared this before with you guys at all. But here is that embossed. And then here is one of the die cuts that fits right into that. So soon to be card being created with that. All right. So you have the double tags here. So again, if I did this with the brushed foil, silver brushed foil, and then that fits right in there, all right? And then here are the dies. So you have the 2, I call them mourning doves. I'm not sure if that's right, but they're doves in and of itself, and it has some of the ferns. And then, again, here's the stamp set's photopolymer with all of the sentiments that I showed you with that. So that is part of the bundle. All right. So that is so true, Linda. I'm just reading Linda's comment about how the sheets can be feminine or made for a male and doesn't have to be holiday themed. And this doesn't at all. I definitely agree with you on that. So, and here is why I say that. Here is a single page layout that I created. Now this is all smiles. I actually did the same layout for my great niece, but instead of saying all smiles, and I've already sent it to her, I framed it. I did this. Let me show you here. I did snow smiles because she was playing in the snow. And instead of using white glitter for the flowers here, I did snowflakes for her layout. And then again, it was a single page. She was so cute holding a snowball. It's my great niece. So again, did the ombre. Again, these are the alphabet dies. That's part of our perk, virtual perk. So had fun doing that. And let me show you some cards that I made. So here is a card. Just again, taking 3 strips of paper. So again, similar to this, although this, I did not tear these sides, but I just took 3 strips of paper and added some of the ferns from the Peace on Earth, little twine, which is also part of the suite, and created that. Here is some of the gorgeous ribbon. Make a great border on a card and a layout with that silver tint to it. Part of the suite. Again, all of these can be purchased individually too. So I'm just pulling out. So here's another card. Again, this is using the Kintsugi embossing folder on the background of it. And then layered some of those ferns there with the glitter. And then this I just inked with some of the, with a dauber. And then here I used the banner that was, thinking it's part of that kit. Here are some of the embellishments. So these are hues of blue flowers. So they come in the 3 different colors, but they actually have like a shimmer to them. I know it's hard to see because it's in the cellophane here, but they have a shimmer to them. This is a little card created that I put a little tag in there. As you can see, I made these a while ago, and here is an envelope. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to make an envelope. So I used some of the Designer Series paper to make an envelope, rounded the corners here. Super, super easy. And then you can just put double-sided tape on here. And if you want to give this card, and then you can seal it, the card. But then here is the card that I made. So Peace on Earth, I white embossed that. Again, added some more ferns there. That opens up, that flips up, that flips down. And this is our plaid 3D embossing folder. And then I opened it and I did some blending inside. But again, a very fun card to put together, and you can see some of the little flowers that I put on there. So I think that's it. So, oh no, I have more. All right, again, there's so much to show you, and it's all so good, but these are the last items that I'm going to show you. Just some of the stamp sets. These are some of the bundles that you'll be able to get, or you can buy them individually. And I have more. So again, during the week, I will share more with you, or next weekend. This here, Love and Courage. So a portion of this stamp set will be going to the Cancer Society for breast cancer awareness. And I love it. It says, it's okay to not be okay. Friends don't let friends fight cancer alone. Thank you for supporting me throughout my battle. Love, hope, and then I love the sunflower with the sentiment, support, strength, heart, faith. I can't read that. Resolve, fight, hope, courage, survivor, and believe. and then it has the stamp. Now this does not have a die. It is a cling stamp, but again, proceeds of that will go to the Cancer Society. Here is another stamp, photopolymer, nice large title, perfect for embossing on your Christmas cards. And it actually could be a title for a scrapbook layout. So see how large that is? So Merry Christmas. Can't wait to play with all of these. All right, so then here are some that are stamps with dies. Pet love, all right? You know me, now that I have Teddy, I had to get this, right? So I woof you. You're a possum pet sitter, so perfect for my pet sitters. Love comes with 4 paws. I love you, always, no longer by your side, but always in your heart. And then I think these are to be tied into bows, I think. And then I love the paw prints. So it does have a die set. And one of the things that I love about Stampin' Up! Is that these dies have more than what the stamp is, right? So look here. Here is the scarf, right? And it has tags. You have a heart tag or a round tag. The dog bone. Look at the little mouse. The fish tail. The paws. So again, this could be used for a cat, although the scarf is typically for a dog. But the little ball. Love it. Little buckle. So cute. So, are you guys loving that? So, all right, last one. So we saw some elegant stuff, so we got to have some fun, festive friends. So it has the to and the from. This is perfect to make gift tags, and there might be a gift tag or a tag die cut that coordinates with this. I'll have to go and check, but look at those cute little guys. So little snowman, the Santa, the little elf, all 3 of them. And of course it has the dies here. So it has a banner here. Oh, so that is a tag there, a couple of tags. Tree, some trees there, die cuts for the little festive friend dies. Okay, so that is it. I promise. I don't have anything else to show you now, but I will have more to show you. So I thought of you, Kristen, when I saw those little guys. One of the things I'll let you know, because I'll show you, and I want to create with this, so I try to show samples. And that's the thing, I really didn't have a chance to take this. This just arrived on Wednesday, so I really haven't had a chance getting ready for the virtual and tonight and with my daughter here. But they have velvet paper coming out. So can you picture die cutting this out with velvet paper? And I believe it's red, green, and white that they have. Don't quote me on that, but I think there's 3 velvet pieces, right? So super cute to maybe to add some little furry felt to their hats and their outfits, right? So again, thanks so much for watching. Again, your creative activity will be to do something celebratory. So whether it's a card or a layout, create that and put it under the in the guides. I will be posting this video under guides. I will also upload this video to YouTube, so you can watch that on YouTube. Let me just get my layout back here to share what we did tonight. I need a bigger table. I actually need a bigger room. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night, and we will be chatting soon, and hopefully we'll see you on Saturday at the virtual. Bye for now.